Good morning, Concord. Noah here with your daily devotion. This morning, I want to talk to you guys about caring for one another. And I want to talk to you about caring for one another in the right way and doing it in the right order. So we're going to be reading out of the book of Job. It's actually Job chapter 16, and it's the first 5 verses. I've been reading the book of Job because there's a lot of similarities between Job's feelings of despair when everything crashes around him and the year we're going through. I don't know if you've noticed, but every month this year has been something new. We've had a pandemic, we've had murder hornets. Every time we open the news, it's something new. I, along with many of you, have gotten to the point that the news depresses me. It's not enjoyable to look at. It's often just more sad things, more things to get me irritated. And it feels like everything is kind of caving in. And this is a season where those around us and ourselves can start to feel overwhelmed, and we need people to check in on us, and we need people to reach out and help us, and we especially need that from our fellow believers. But the first thing we often need is not advice, it's not wisdom, it's not counsel. The first thing we often need is people to come and listen. And that's what we're going to read this morning. So Job, after all these bad things happen to him that he can't explain, he's been doing the things he's supposed to be doing, and we know that from the scriptures. All of a sudden, all this bad stuff happens. And Job reaches out to his friends. And his friends come and they unload this rant of theological wisdom of what he's done wrong, what he should be doing better, why aren't you fixing it, here are the steps you should be on the road to fix this, why haven't you given up yet? It's this onslaught of helpful advice. And I've learned in my years of marriage that that's not always helpful. I think most of the time, what we really need is people just to sit and listen to our thoughts. And I think we're going to see that in these verses. This really stood out to me, just that this comes from the mouth of Job. So after his friends finish speaking, he looks at them and he says, "I have heard many things like these. You are miserable comforters, all of you. Will your long-winded speeches never end? What ails you that you keep on arguing? I also could speak like you if you were in my place. I could make fine speeches against you, I could shake my head at you. But my mouth would encourage you. Comfort from my lips would bring you relief." I think a lot of times we are quick to try and help others and try and point out where other people went wrong. And I think a lot of times we are not quick to listen, put ourselves in each other's shoes, and try and figure out exactly where they're coming from. I think most of the time we struggle with understanding the situation those we love and those we care about are in. And I think that leads to us giving really fast and often really bad advice. So my challenge to you is this. And it's a challenge that I'm learning every day, and it's a challenge that you will have to keep working on. But as you encounter those who are hurting, as you encounter those who feel broken, as you encounter those who feel like they're not cared for, as you encounter those who need advice, who need wisdom, who need support, take a moment, step aside, quiet down those ramblings and those rants ready to come out, and listen. Listen to their heart. Listen to their pain. Listen to their struggle. Listen to their story. Listen to where they're coming from. Let them know that they are understood. Let them know that you get where they're coming from. And then offer your advice. I think if we all just take a little longer to listen to where other people are before we start putting in our own input, our help will be a lot more appreciated. That's the devotion I have for you this morning. I love you. I'm praying for you. I really am. And I cannot wait. I think we have 3 days until Sunday morning and we can all meet together. I'll see you later.